On the last episode of Inside Her Mind, we said love is the strongest force on earth. But in the wrong hands, it becomes the deadliest. We also said be aware of the woman who could bring a whole nation to its knees without ever lifting a finger. And that woman, her name was Delilah. And the man she broke was Samson, the strongest man to ever live. But strength means nothing when your weakness wears perfume. Now, before his fall, Samson was chosen by God. His very birth was prophesied, and his purpose was to deliver Israel from the oppressor, which was, at that time, the Philistines. Understand something. Samson wasn't just born. The man was built. A man with divine power, destined to lead. But sometimes, even the chosen forgets who chose them. From the moment Samson grew, his strength was unmatched. He tore lions apart with his bare hands. Some of you can't even walk your dogs without getting dragged. He defeated armies single-handedly. Every victory made him believe he was invincible. But that's where it starts, doesn't it? The moment a man believes his strength belongs to him, he already lost sight of God. Samson wasn't just strong. He was prideful. His hair was his covenant, his connection to God's spirit. Yet, he treated the power like a weapon of vengeance and not a gift of purpose. Then came Delilah, a woman whose beauty was deadly, but her patience was even deadlier. Samson fell in love with her. Well, the idea of her. What he thought was love. She was his calm after the battle, his comfort after the war. However, she was the covered up. She was sent to disarm him. The Philistine rulers promised her silver if she could uncover his secret. And 3 times he lied to her because deep down, Samson knew she wasn't safe. And every time she cried, every time she nagged, every time she asked, "Do you love me?" the man folded. He surrendered a piece of himself. That's how men fall today too, isn't it? Not from one bad decision, but from 1,000 small compromises wrapped in affection. And so on the 4th time, he gave in completely. He told her everything, his vow, his hair, his secret with God. But not only that, the man made a mistake, a huge mistake, and went to sleep right after. And while he was sleeping, she cut away the symbol of his calling. She cut his hair. And when I tell you, the moment his hair fell, the Spirit of God left with it. The Philistine ended up capturing him, gouged out his eyes, and made him a slave, grinding grains in their temple. The man who once tore lions apart was now blind, broken, and mocked. But here's the beauty of this, right? Sometimes God will let a man lose everything to show him what he truly needs. Amen? And of course, a true man of God, there is redemption. Because in the end, Samson's hair began to grow back. Not just a sign of strength, but of redemption. He prayed one final prayer. "Lord, remember me. Strengthen me one last time." And with his bare hands on the pillars of the Philistine temple, Samson brought down the house, literally. He killed more in his death than in his lifetime. Now, his story ended in destruction, but also in victory. Because in that final breath, he didn't fight for pride. Oh no. Now he fought for purpose. And that's the beauty of it, right? That's the beautiful journey we have with God. Because maybe Samson wasn't just a man in the story. I don't think he was just a man in the story. Maybe He's every one of us. Chosen by God, distracted by temptation. I know I was, past tense. But I know I am still redeemable. He was redeemable. Solomon was redeemable. David was redeemable. We all are redeemable. Because God doesn't need perfect men. He just needs surrendered ones. See, your perfection, that's not what God is after. We're all sinners. We were born into sins. It's never about your beginning. It's how you end. Bars. Oh my God. Bars. It rhymed. I should start rapping. No! Right? So, yes. The cool thing about conscious and being conscious of God is that once you realize your sin, there's a war that goes on into your life. There's a war that's happening deep inside of you. It doesn't matter what you're doing right now. If you're God's chosen, in the end, you will be called and you will serve. You have purpose, brothers and sisters. You have purpose. God gave you purpose. Okay? Just because you're being oppressed by the enemy doesn't mean this is your end. We have bigger plans. God is calling you. Let's come home, brothers and sisters. Anyway, that's all I have to say for today. That's all I got right now. This was Inside His Mind, Samson edition. I hope you guys like these stories, I guess. And if you do, please share with your friend. Let me know what you thought in the comments. And guys, I know we all can relate to Samson. I know. And all of us have met a Delilah at some point. I know I have. I have. Okay? She sounded so sweet. I folded. Anyway, thank you guys. Until next time. Peace.